Let us begin with our prayer. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavaddeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. We were studying the chapter 6 as a meditation. In that chapter 6, we have already studied up to 25th. 24, 25th we have already studied. Now again we will study from 26th verse. Usually we do every day, try to do the 10 verses we chant and then we discuss on that. This time, this is very important. Why? Because they are teaching the meditation. It's teaching the meditation, how to meditate. So in there we find on the 25th verse, the God is telling, Shanai Shanai Uparamit Buddhya Dhriti Grihitaya. Shanai Shanai, slowly, slowly. Now this is very important. Why? Because the moment we try to meditate, some people, they like to go out in a day or two. Immediately they will sit. For the whole day they will try to practice, etc., etc. And afterwards suddenly they cannot do that and they become frustrated, creating problem for others, sometimes damaging their mental health. So that is the reason the God Himself is telling, you must do it slowly, slowly. Shanai Shanai Uparamit Buddhya Dhriti Grihitaya. Dhriti means patience. There's a long, long patience. Without the patience, there is no success in the spiritual life. It doesn't matter whether I am going to realize God in this life or not, but I will be practicing, going on practicing. So that is the determination. Sometimes Swami Vivekananda, very nicely he said, so many lives we lived. Maybe that, this life also, we will waste. What is there? There are again so many lives are in our front. We will come and take birth. Again we will continue. This will be going on. This particular life, let us dedicate for the service of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. That he was inspiring his own brother disciples. It's not his disciples, the brother disciples. So he was inspiring, let us do some work. Let us go and help the poor. And when they told, if we go for that, When we are meditating, when we will be practicing? Then he said, so many lives we have already spent in this way. Patience. And this patience, Shukadeva in Bhagavata, he is telling that you know what type of patience is necessary to realize God? There's suppose someone, as he drinks the water with the straw, and similarly, he should have the patience and determination, I am going to suck the whole ocean with the straw. Do you have that patience? If you have that patience, then only one can be successful. So this is the way Shanai Shanai Uparamed Buddha Dhriti Grihitaya. Here, Shanai Shanai by degree, Dhriti Grihitaya, and with great patience and intellect. Intellect means, why the intellect? Because I have to understand what is my problem. Different people are having different type of problem. So you have some other problem which is crowding your mind. Whenever you are sitting for meditation, your thought and my thought and his thought and her thought won't tally. A different type of things. So the same thing for everyone, no. There you have to have your intellect. You have to apply your intellect. These are my weak points. I have to come out of this. So otherwise I won't be able to control my mind. So this buddhi, that's why buddhaya, with the intellect. When that intellect, I am applying the intellect, my patience and my intellect, my problem, then only I can control. Then on the 26th verse, let us chant. It says, Yato yato nischarati manas chanchalam astiram tatastato niyam maitat atman neva vasham nayet prashanta manasam henam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahma bhutam akalmasham. And through whatever the reason, the restlessness, the unsteady mind wandering away, let him curbing it from that. The different reasons are there. Some people are having some problem, for that the mind is disturbed, whatever it may be. Different type of thought comes. You are in the household and your responsibility, your children and grandchildren, relatives, so many office, so many varieties of thoughts are crossing your mind. We don't have that problem. But we have other type of problem. So naturally, problems is there. The moment you try to control your mind, what the mind will do? First thing, it will bring the problem in your mind. So why you are sitting here quietly? There's so many things to attend to. That way, that will inspire. There's so many things too you have to do. So naturally we can't control the mind, because I think, no, I have to do this, I have to do that, on this. So this is we have to close slowly from there. This is the hour, I am not going to think anything. And that is the reason one king, Janaka, when he was meditating, someone came and told, your kingdom is burning. Well, my kingdom? I don't have any kingdom. Let it burn, other people are there, they will take care of it. I am not going to get up. What I will do? Suppose something is burning, I cannot carry the water, and so the other people, they will do it. Let them do their duty. They know what to do. So that type, controlling the mind, whatever is happened, I am going to sit quietly. So when you talk about the meditation, some people nowadays in the modern society, they always talk about meditation, and it is a 10-day meditation course, 15-day meditation course. I really wonder, and sometimes get tempted too, to within 15 days if I learn the meditation, why not? 40 years, 45 years, people are going on wrestling with the mind and then also continuing. And suddenly these people come and say within 10 days you will see the yellow light, and 15 days green light, and of course after that red light. So that only you will see, but the trainer, he has got the green paper, so no problem for him. So that is the way we have to be very, very careful. Here we find the Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself, who is the master. He is within our heart. He is controlling. He knows everything. He is telling, Yato yato nischarati mana chanchalam astiram. Asthira, turbulent. Chanchala, never likes to be quiet. Tatastata niyamaitat. You have to withdraw that again and again from there. And there you have to bring it back. How? Now again we find, it's a beautifully in the Bhagavata. Again in the Bhagavata, Lord Vishnu himself is telling, suppose you like to withdraw your mind, where you will withdraw? You do not know, because your mind is conditioned with name and form. Without the name and form, you cannot do anything. So first, you must withdraw your mind from the worldly things and put into my wonderful Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhari, that image. As because the Lord Vishnu is telling, first you withdraw all your mind. First step, withdraw your mind from other objects and give it to me, seeing Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, and with a garland and beautiful image of God. Put your mind over there. When you can withdraw the mind at ease and put over there in God, when you are established over there, then slowly remove all my body, only see my face. And only see the face. Afterwards, forget about the face, only my eyes. Tomorrow is the Ratha Yatra, that Vishnu. And he came in that form. And in that God, he is not having anything, no form, hands, leg, nothing is there. Jagannatha, only having two big eyes, the beautiful eyes. So that we have to meditate, only that eyes. Then again, when you are established into that, withdraw your mind from there and put into the light, the consciousness, in the form of light. A consciousness all pervading in the form of light, all everywhere. And then finally go to my Brahma Rupa, that is consciousness everywhere. How is it? That is the highest form. That's why when Swami Vivekananda told Sri Ramakrishna, when he asked, what do you want in the spiritual life? The young Narendra, he replied, I want to meditate and to go into samadhi, and sometimes I like to come up from the samadhi to eat something to maintain my body, so that once again I can go into that wonderful peace and joy. Sri Ramakrishna told, fie on you. You are thinking in that way? I will show you far better than that, much higher than that. What is that higher thing? You can see God in every being. that is much higher. I see God only in one image, and then that's why the Hindus are having their own chosen idol, Ishta Devata. Ishta means chosen, and Devata or Devi. So Ishta Devata or Devi, on that we concentrate, but that is the first step. And second step, we go beyond that. We go to the all-pervading consciousness. But that is the second step. And third step, what Sri Ramakrishna says, Vijnana, that consciousness is pervading everywhere, manifesting everywhere, in different names and forms. And the best manifestation is in the human being. So that is why he said, when you see the suffering of the human being, go and serve them. In the Vaishnavas they say Daya. Daya means compassion. To explain that, Sri Ramakrishna said, who are you to show compassion? You are also an ordinary human being. Seva, service, service, service. You should go and serve them. As the servant is serving the master, with that humbleness, you have to serve the poor. So that is the call, the third step called Vijnana. I see God in every being. Then only it is possible. So the meditation, the gradation, can you please imagine? Then when first thing we are disturbed with our own thoughts, then we are pointing out what are the thoughts actually disturbing me, these are the thoughts. Then second step, we are constantly withdrawing it. But after withdrawing the mind from that, where I will keep? And the beautiful image of the God or Goddess, Ishta Devata. And that's why we always suggest that when you are closing your eyes, do these are the things. Manasa Puja. What is that Manasa Puja? Mental worship. And in the mental worship also you are offering different type of flowers. The beautiful stotras are there. Very wonderful, the explanations. You are offering those flowers at the feet of the God. And then you are garlanding, then you are lighting the lamp. You are showing the light before the God and offering the food just as you do. After that, you are sitting to pray. Oh God, please reveal thyself within my heart. All this you were seeing within your heart and you were doing. What happened? In the meantime, your mind is withdrawn from the external objects. And your mind is concentrating busy on internal something. The moment you concentrate, what is this God? Then you see God is nothing but the light. Everywhere that light. Do you remember those who have read the biography of Sri Ramakrishna? His mother, Sri Ramakrishna's mother, when she was standing before the Shiva temple, she saw the light emanating from the Shiva, from the temple, and coming and entering into the person of his mother, Chandramani Devi. And into that Chandramani Devi, when it entered, that Sri Ramakrishna was born. Light. That is coming, the consciousness is coming in the... So we go to that light. After that light again, we go to that consciousness, the final stage of meditation. What is that? I am seeing that consciousness is in every being. What will happen then? Then it says, Prashanta manasam henam yoginam sukham uttamam. Sukham uttamam. The highest form of sukha, highest form of enjoyment. Sukham prashanta manasam, one of perfectly tranquil mind. And that is the reason they always suggest that you must practice meditation in the early morning. Why? Because when the sun is rising, whole nature by itself is calm and quiet. Before the activity, they're just coming out. They were all sleeping. All minds are calm and quiet and composed. Whole nature is just like that. If you try to meditate, that itself will help you to tranquil mind. And after that, slowly you are going to Shantarajasam. As passions are quietened. Raja. Raja means all the passions, different. Shantam. No, I am not going to do anything except this. This 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, I am not going to do anything. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is giving the example of the mothers. After feeding everyone, doing all the work in the household and all those things, then they say, now I am going to bathe, this is my time. Particularly in those days, in the villages, the mothers used to go in that way, and the mothers then say, now if you call, I am not coming back. That is their time. They will go, they will take their own time, bathe, calm, eat. And in our country, the most of the mothers, they used to eat the pan, that one type of betel leaf, so they used to eat, and nicely they will be chewing that. So they will never take any other work. Sri Ramakrishna observed those mothers, and he is giving the example. See, this will happen. Shantarajasam, akalmasham. Kalmasha means papa. Akalmasha, there is no sin, there is no papa, there is no desire. Akalmasha. Because when your mind is tranquil, why of the whole world is now mad to practice yoga? Knowingly, unknowingly, only to reach to that particular point when the individual mind becomes quiet. Many of the people, rich people, successful people, they are all practicing meditation. Why? Because once you get a little glimpse of that joy, all other joys become fading. Nothing is there. So that practice, upaiti shantarajasam brahma bhuta akalmasham, and Brahman become and freed from taint. Brahman means that joy. That's why, how to express the Brahman? Again, we find in the Bhagavata, Shukadeva is telling, when you are withdrawing your mind, making it calm, and then one point of time when you are controlling your mind, meditating, great joy will come in the meditation. When the joy comes, your mind becomes tranquil. That is called Brahman. That means, what is Brahman? Joy. That is why they have given, because you cannot explain Brahman. It is only some feeling. What is the feeling? Joy. Ananda. Anandeva khalu imani bhutani jayante. In the Upanishad it says, all these things that you see is nothing but the Ananda. This coming Sunday morning, when we will be discussing the Bhagavatam, then we will have this point, we will discuss how one who is formless took the cosmic form. And slowly, slowly it comes down here, that way it goes on. And in the 28 it says, Yunjanebam sadatmanam yogi bigata kalmasha. Now let us chant this sloka. 27th we have chanted, right? Now 28. Junjanebam sadatmanam yogi bigata kalmasha sukhena brahma samsparsham atyantam sukhamasnute. Then 29th verse, 29th sloka. sarvabhutastamatmanam sarvabhutani chatmani ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sacha mena pranashyati sarvabhuta sthitam yo mam bhajate kattamastitaha sarvatha vartaman opi sayogi mayi vartate. So here we find that the yogi freed from the good and evil. Now when the mind is tranquil, there is no wave of thoughts, then there is no good, there is no evil, there is no bad, nothing is there. What is the meditation? Without any thought. And when there is no thought, no question of good or bad. So that is the condition of the mind that's called tranquil mind. What happens? When the disturbance is not there, the original form comes out. Some people, they give the example, there's a water is there, but on the water, because of the air, there are all ripples continuously going on. What is that air? Air, that they say air is your desires. Different type of desires that constantly disturbing your mind, creating the ripples and waves. And that is the reason you cannot see, though the water is very clear, you cannot see the bottom of your mind. So the moment you can stop the desire, no good, no bad, I don't want anything, the automatically when there is no air, the mind will be tranquil. When the mind is tranquil, you see that your Atman, the great joy that is sitting over there. We are searching the God everywhere, trying to find God everywhere, but it is within me. Why I could not find? Because my mind was turbulent. That is the reason. So here it says that when you see in that way the everything, infinite bliss of contact with Brahman, the bliss will come. It is not only joy that is depending on something else. Ananda, that Ananda means bliss, that is automatically coming. Not that you are having something from outside, not that somebody is giving you. Automatically you are getting it. Why? You are the source of that. You are the source of that knowledge. Swami Vivekananda is telling that do you think we can give education to a boy? No. What the teachers are doing, what the guardians are doing, only removing the darkness, removing the ignorance. What happens then? Automatically the flow of knowledge will come. If that is not there, you can never get it. If already the knowledge is not there inside the mind or the intellect of the boy, the more you pour, it will be completely waste. Nothing is going to happen. Like if you try to teach a bird or a dog or any other beings which are not having that intellect to grasp it, understand it, reveal it, you cannot train them. It's not possible. So divinity is already within us. The perfection is already within us. Knowledge is already within us. So what we are doing? Through studying this Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or this and that, and through studying the Upanishads, meditating, traveling different holy places, meeting holy people, what we are doing actually? Removing the dirt, that's all. And nothing else. So it says in the same way. Then in the 29th it says, with the heart concentrated by yoga. Yoga means union. The mind becomes concentrated by yoga. What is that union? The union with what? With the Brahman or God or my chosen idol or my chosen thought, whatever. The moment I am connecting myself, my mind, that is called yoga. Swami Vivekananda brought Vedanta and yoga. That yoga actually not physical exercise. The wonderful 4 lectures he gave, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So those 4 yogas, the great minds in those days, they so much appreciated these 4 yogas. So he introduced this yoga by which one can get connected with the God. The heart, when it is concentrated, the eye of evenness for all things, this is very, very important. And that is Hinduism. What is that? Sarva bhutani cha atmani. Sarva bhutastha atmanam. Sarva bhutani cha atmani. This is Hinduism. You cannot say, because in every religion it has a speciality. What is that speciality? Evenness is the speciality of the Hindus. Nowadays, regularly, some people are coming and discussing. I told, don't provoke us to join in that fray that is going on. You like to do, you do. But better leave the dharma, the religion, separate. You do for politics, you do for your language, you do for your society, you do for your economy, you do in the whatever name. You are free to do that. You have every right to make yourself and your group develop. You have. But don't only disturb this philosophy that developed for last 10,000 years. Just for your little benefit, don't disturb this. What is that? Samadarsitva. The moment you become a monk, you can never say, this is mine and that is not mine. And if you say that, you are not following the Samadarsitva, the path of monastic life. The monks are the idols of religion and philosophy. If that is corrupt, then how people will understand? That is the reason they should be completely away. Swami Vivekananda, he loved India so much. He inspired Indian people. You must go and sacrifice for your motherland, the only goddess. Now she is leaving. All other gods and goddesses are sleeping. Go and sacrifice yourself at the altar of your motherland. Right from your birth, you are dedicated for that. Swami Vivekananda inspired millions and millions of Indians to rise for freedom. But the same Vivekananda, he told the monks, go in the seclusion, practice meditation, develop this spirituality, and then go and serve each and everyone without discrimination. No caste, no religion, no linguistic differences should be there in you. Because Samadarsitva, you are practicing that in your own life. So these 2 things we must understand. And here in this Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna himself is telling, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra. Note this word, sarvatra. He never said only among those who were living by the side of the Ganga or on the southern part of the Himalaya, nothing like that. He said sarvatra, yo mam pashyati sarvatra, everywhere he who is seeing me, sarvam cha mai pashyati. They see God in everything and everything in God. It belongs to God and nothing else. Tasya ham na pranashyami. And I am not separated from them ever. And that is the ultimate spirituality. That is the true Hinduism. When you talk about Hinduism, what is that ism? The ideology. This is the true Hinduism. This is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 30. Just remember this. And you are a great Hindu. No difference. But suppose someone born Hindu, practicing Hinduism, but in the politics, for him a different thing. But when you are going to explain the philosophy, the religion, then you cannot discriminate. So that is what he says. He who sees me in all things and sees all things in me, he never becomes separated from me, nor do I become separated from him. So that is what is called Hinduism. Sarva bhuta sthito yo mam bhajate kattamastita. Again, the same thing is repeating in different words. He who being established in unity worships me, who am dwelling in all beings, whatever his mode of life, that yogi abides in me. Mode of life. Whatever be his mode of life. But what is the condition of the yogi? The yogi's condition is he must see me in every being. Now, can you, following this philosophy, say that they are separate and I am separate? They are my people and they are not. This is my boundary and they should not. No, you cannot do that. And that is why the two different groups completely. One, Sarvatyagi Sannyasi. Look at the word that they have used. Sarvatyagi. What is the Sarvatyaga? Ahamkara. Then Kula, your family, your lineage, your country, all those things should go. Sarvatyaga. Everything you are giving up. Then you are a sannyasi. But for the grihasthis it is not. For them it is not like that. They have a different. But the Hinduism basically is teaching all lovingness. That's why when we are studying the Hinduism, we must understand these. The moment we discriminate and differentiate, God cannot love us. And you can never expect the realization of the God. Can never. So this what he said. Sarva bhuta sthitam yumam bhajate kattamastitaha. Sarvatha vartamanopi sayogi mai vartate. That yogi constantly living in me. Sometimes some people come. Have you seen God? What is the conception of God realization? This is the conception of God realization. It doesn't mean the God realization that you will see something supernatural will come and manifest before you and there will be so much of light and then that is a different type. But actual, the Brahma Jnana, God realization means seeing God in every being. The moment you see that, you realize that, you cannot differentiate. can never differentiate in that way. And that is the true knowledge. Satya Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati soryuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. And then as the last teaching, in the 32nd verse, the God is telling, you see, everywhere when you see me, Atmaupamena sarvatra, he who judges a pleasure or pain everywhere by the same standard as it applies to himself. In the Mahabharata, it mentioned that the highest religion is that, even in the Christianity, the same thing has come. The greatest and highest religion is that what you expect from others, you should give those to others. We want attention. We want respect. We want freedom. We want help. The same thing I should also give to others, whoever comes to me. So obviously he says here, he who judges a pleasure or pain everywhere by the same standard as he applies to himself, that yogi, O Arjuna, is regarded as the highest. When Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna told Swami Vivekananda, I will teach you higher than this knowledge. What is that higher than this knowledge? This. Feel for others, feel for others, feel for others. Do you feel? Swamiji is writing afterwards. He himself realized, he felt, he cried, and he prayed to God, let me go to hell 1,000 times, I am ready. 1,000 lives I am ready to go to hell, if by that I can give some joy and happiness to others. That is called highest form of yogi. When Swami Vivekananda introduced the services among the monks, the monasticism, whole of India rebelled against him. And all the monastic orders in India, Dasanami Sampradaya and others, they told, what is this? What he is doing? Because the monks never work. If you go to any of our Shankaracharyas, they do not do any work. Only raising his right hand to show the blessing, that's all. If the other people are dying, they will go on quoting from the Veda that is their karma phala, they are dying. But they will never go and help them. Sri Ramakrishna said, fie on that Vedanta. Of course, he used a very strong language. I cannot use that here. He was a rustic, he was from a village. He never cared for all this beautiful language. Just to make the impression in that way, he said, and Swami Vivekananda also said, why not go to hell even necessary? Go and serve the poor, the illiterate, the downtrodden, and that is the Neo-Vedanta. This is the new Vedanta. Is it something new? No. 3,000 years before, Sri Krishna said the same thing. We forgot it. We completely analyzed and said to people in a completely different way. Very wrong. So that is why the interpretation and the explanation of the Shastra should come. You should read those books, listen to those people who truly realize the same thing and then express that in their own lives. Sri Ramakrishna is going to house, different places. only to tell them, you are divine, believe me, God is there. In his own language is to say, God is there. Anyone can realize God, believe me. Only one thing is necessary, sincerity. And you need not to call on God in Sanskrit. Don't think that way. Just as a baby cry for the mother, cry for God. Can you do that? And you will realize God. How more simplest it can become. So that is Sri Ramakrishna. And his disciple, Swami Vivekananda, he gave a wonderful philosophy, developed a wonderful philosophy, Neo Vedanta, Samannayavada of Vivekananda. Friends, you must be knowing and you will be receiving the flyers in the September 27, 28, 29th September in the Ganges. Our 4 monks will come and they will discuss the different viewpoints of the Hinduism. One will be Samannayavada of Vivekananda, Advaitavada, Vishishtadvaitavada, Dvaitavada, and Samannayavada of Vivekananda. Very interesting it would be. So please come and attend that in September in Ganges. And same thing will come, those Swamis will come over here, Meadows Club, and there they will discuss about the Hinduism at the time of Upanishad. Then Hinduism at the time of philosophy, Shankara and all others. Hinduism before Sri Ramakrishna, the deteriorated Hinduism. Hinduism after Vivekananda. So very famous Swami who will be, I have given him, requested him, the Hinduism after Vivekananda, Tyagananda. The Tyagananda ji is a very learned person. He will. So attend these 2 programs. I think you will learn a lot. You go to so many different places, but this will be explained. I am expecting it will be a wonderful program. And spiritual retreat means enlightening ourselves. It's not going and playing and eating and socializing and coming back. Oh, had a nice, enjoyed that our vacation. Not like that. It's a spiritual retreat. Then it says that you have to is regarded the highest yogi. That is in the 3rd. Arjuna is a very practical man. After listening to God, he was not giving up. He said, no, but you are telling it's okay. I can understand. But the problem is with the mind. And Arjuna is telling, Arjuna vacha, yoyam yogastaya prokta, sammena madhusudana, etasyaham napashyami, chanchalatstvat sthitim sthiram, chanchalam hi mana Krishna, pramathi balabadidham, tasyaham nigraham manne, vayuriva sudushkaram. Dushkaram, difficult to perform. And he added su, extremely difficult. Su dushkaram. Karam, karma is performance. Dushkaram, very difficult to perform. And he is adding superlative degree. Su dushkaram is almost impossible. You are asking to see, etc., etc., and controlling. Controlling my mind means what? I cannot control the mind. And if I cannot control the mind, no yoga. And if there is no yoga, I cannot see God in every being. So all your teachings is of no avail. The total waste. because my mind is not under my control. And Arjuna, with great, that very good point he is telling. Each and every one of us, we know how the mind is. Yoga Vasishta, a very famous book in the Vedanta, he is telling how the mind, Swami Vivekananda also quoted the same thing. It's like a monkey, by nature turbulent, chanchala. And then, by chance, one scorpion came and bit that monkey. And you can understand what happened when that is the pain, terrible pain. And some people forcefully put him the wine in to force the monkey to drink that. Now the wine, effect of the wine, then the effect of that bite, and his own nature, and how turbulent that mind will be. That is our mind. Yoga Vasishta, he is talking with Sri Ramachandra, the Ramachandra's guru. He is telling to Ramachandra, this is our mind. Do you think he will sit and then close? And sometimes they will give the picture. It's a beautiful place, and then tranquil shrine, and then American lady, or we call the Mem Sahib. Mem Sahib is sitting quietly, beautifully, and we are so happy we will go and sit on that. I said, can you go and sit like that and you will get the tranquility? And she is sitting on a hard rock just for the photo session. Afterwards she will jump out. What is it? It's not so easy. Very, very difficult. And how is this that he says, the Arjuna is telling, the yoga which has been taught by you, it's okay, characterize the evenness. Characterize the evenness. When the mind is tranquil, that mind will reveal or realize that my consciousness is also reflecting in all other minds. That is the evenness. Otherwise, how the evenness will come? So, evenness, I do not see it is possible, because it cannot last for a long time. Because the restlessness of the mind, next time it will again, the restlessness will come. How it is possible? Then the 34th verse is telling, verily, the mind, O Krishna, is restless, turbulent, strong, and all yielding. I regard it as hard to achieve its control as that of the wind. If you ask me to hold the wind in both the fists, is it possible? It is not. And similarly, I consider my mind also not possible to control. So Arjuna was much better way he expressed. We could not express our mental condition in such a nice words as Arjuna said. And what was the reply of the God? Very simple. But I think, let us wait for the next class to study the reply of the God. What he said that. And if you have the Bhagavad Gita online also, you can study that. Very simple way the God will teach us. Now friends, let us summarize. Here we are handling our own mind and nothing else. When we are handling our mind, what we see the different type of thoughts constantly crossing our mind, passing on our mind, in our mind. And these thoughts are coming from where? We are creating. How we are creating the thoughts? Because we are hearing something, we are smelling something, we are touching something, we are seeing something. By that pancha indriya, constantly we are collecting and putting it in the mind and asking the mind to be calm and composed. It is possible? It is not. those who are having diabetic, and you are asking him to control the confectioner shop, everywhere sweets, and you ask the diabetic person to sit over there. It's not possible. One little girl came running to her grandpa and asked, "Grandpa, do you eat chocolate, candy?" "No, how can I? I'm a diabetic." "Then hold this for me. I'm going playing and I'll come and take it up." So she was having a candy she wanted to give to someone who cannot take the candy. So similarly, we are also having the same thing. If all around all these temptations, how to control the mind? And that is why it is so difficult for the modern people to control the mind. In the ancient time, there was no electricity, no question of television, no question of information. They were in the jungle, small group, whatever little bit of information, that's all. Their mind was more, they could easily control thousands and thousands of information, and constantly. And that too on your palm. You are just putting a finger, all information is coming. So obviously you can imagine the difficulty that we have raised for our mental condition, mental control. So this is our challenge, what we should do. Now if we follow the process that the Lord Vishnu is teaching us, what is that? First, this mind which is constantly active, give some other activity. You know that when the vacation time, the children will go for drawing and painting, and after that they will have a little refreshment. Again the mother will take them for some game. After the game is over, again they will go for swimming, learning. After the swimming, and they will go to learn. Why? Do you think they will become master in all those? Nothing. Only to, if they are there in the home, they will break so many things. That's why to control them, all these things they are going on doing. In the schools also they do always like that. Library class, then the game class, then the drawing class, then this class, that classes. So our mind should be engaged. And how we will engage our mind? Now our mind is turbulent, more difficult to control than the olden days. Now how we can do it? First step is very good. Lord Vishnu himself is suggesting, close your eye and go back to me and decorate me. I am there, so beautiful. That's why Sri Ramakrishna said, if the image is not beautiful, then that cannot help. Sometimes we make an image you cannot just look at, that won't help us to meditate. Beautiful image. That's why the goddess Durga and there's so many there. Then when you close your eyes, you feel like looking at that because of the beauty. Then you are offering different foods, the Panchapachara, and you should give 5 different type of flowers, 5 different type of fruits, 5 different type of sweets. You are imagining 5 different sweets. And then the color of flowers, the yellow flower for the Ma Sharada, white flower for Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna or the Shiva. All these things for what? To keep your mind engaged. But this engagement, this activity is doing 2 different things. Making your mind completely separate from the external world, and as you are going to that God, automatically your mind is becoming calm and tranquil. This is the first step. The second step, after practicing this, whenever you sit, when you are practicing meditation and you say, now I am going to worship my God, oh God, please come and sit within my heart. You know, in the puja, all the pujaris, they do that every day. They will be asking the God to come and reveal within the heart. And sometimes they will say, please come out and sit over here. I have given a seat for you. Same thing they do. You are mentally you are doing it, sitting, sending your mind over there. Now I am fresh. I have decorated my God, offered the food and all that. When you see that any time you can do that, then the second step. Do not see the body of the God, see only the face. Then forget about offering the garland or food or anything. Only the face, the benign eyes, smiling face, and constantly looking at that face. And when second step is also in your control, you can see only that wonderful face. Whenever you close your eyes and want to do that, you can do that. Go to the third. What is the third step? Eyes. You see only the two eyes looking at you, following you, and you are also looking at that. When you go to Durga Puja, I used to go in Calcutta, so many Durga images. I used to go and I used to practice this when I was very young. I used to go and see so many gods and goddesses, and then slowly to Durga, and then forget about the Mahishasura or the lion, only Durga. And after that the face, then the two eyes. And don't blink, look at that eyes, constantly looking at you. And you have to go and pray. I know that millions of people are now worshipping you, but I am different. You have to look at me, oh Mother. What happens? Concentration. And you will feel that as if the God is looking at you and all other things are going away. Akalmasha. You are free from sin. What is akalmasha? What is that sin? No desire. Sin means desire. And when is no desire at all, you are completely free from sin. The moment you are free from sin, what happens? Blessed are those who are pure in heart, but they shall see God. The moment you see that there is no desire, you become completely free from all sins, you become akalmasha, you realize God. And what is that God realization? Tremendous joy. Within, tremendous joy. Then another problem is that you won't like to open your eyes. You won't like to eat. You won't like to talk. You will like to go on constantly seeing that it is so much joyful. And who will go to other things to attain? So that is the ultimate joy. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, the ordinary yogi, after realization of that, the body of the yogi drops like a dry leaf in 21 days. Don't be afraid. It is not so easy. It will take 21 lives to reach to that. So this way we can meditate. But now the problem is, as Arjuna is very rightly and wonderful way he has expressed, you have said that first thing is to control the mind, and that is hardest part. And what will be the advice of the God, we will read afterwards. Now let us conclude by uttering this mantra. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरा असुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि